This team should have dominated, but it was killed by the league. What's up, guys? It's Cryptic, coming at you guys today with a NBA 2K storyline video. We're going to be looking at what would have happened if David Stern did not veto the Chris Paul to LA trade. As a lot of us know, Kobe Bryant was still playing at an extremely high level at this time. With him being one of the best players in the league, the Los Angeles Lakers wanted to get him a running mate who was in his prime, who was young, who would be able to revitalize the team as they had just gotten bounced out of the playoffs and the conference finals the year prior. So what they decided to do was put together a package. This being, Pau Gasol would get sent to the Rockets. Lamar Odom, Luis Scola, and Kevin Martin would get sent to the Hornets. And in exchange, the Lakers would receive Chris Paul, 26-year-old Chris Paul, in his prime. Now, there would also be some pick swaps and a couple other things in there. But before any of it could happen, it was vetoed by then League Commissioner David Stern. Many people called foul play, not understanding why this was vetoed. David Stern was actually the owner of the New Orleans Hornets at the time, and he did have the right to do so. But many people saying the league was rigged and that they didn't want Kobe Bryant to get another ring. So what ended up happening, as we all know, is Chris Paul went to the Clippers, and Kobe Bryant never won another championship. So today we're going to be looking at what would happen if Kobe and Chris Paul teamed up. Let's find out. Okay, this is what the trade would have looked like. We would have had Chris Paul going over to the Lakers, Pau Gasol to the Rockets, Lamar Odom to the Hornets, Luis Scola to the Hornets, Kevin Martin to the Hornets, a first-round pick to the Hornets, and a second-round pick to the Hornets. Let's put this trade through and see what happens. Okay, this is what the roster looks like going into year one of the Kobe Bryant Chris Paul experiment. Not a lot of depth, but we do have Ron Artest, Shannon Brown, Matt Barnes, Derek Fisher, Sasa Vujacic, Luke Walton, Theo Ratliff, and Steve Blake. We're very top heavy. Let's see if these guys can lead them to a championship in year number one. Okay, I'm going to stop simulating, and we're going to watch this grudge match between Chris Paul and the Lakers. The Lakers actually not doing too good. If they can't get a championship this year, they're going to have to look to retool the roster to still contend with a prime Kobe Bryant. Let's take a look at how this game goes. It's a close game. Hornets are up halfway through, and it looks like they are pulling away. The Lakers are down about 14 with 3 minutes left. They are not doing anything. Down 12, down 10. Down 12. Yeah, the Hornets are going to pull away with this game by 12. Wow. Chris Paul could not go back to his old stomping grounds and get a win. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alright, guys, so we have simulated to the end. LeBron James has won the MVP, 27, 8, and 8. 2 steals, a block and a half on 54, 74, 33. He's one of the GOATs. DeMarcus Boogie Cousins wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 18.5 and 13 with a block and a half on okay efficiency. Greg Oden, 6th Man of the Year, 11 and 13. Good to see him thriving in a no injuries league. Dwight Howard wins DPOY, averaging 19.5, 15, 2.5 blocks, and 1.5 steals. He always seems to win it around this era. Jordan Farmar, averaging 15 and 6 as the most improved player. Very interesting. Spo, Coach of the Year, 66 and 16. Alright, let's see if we have anyone on all NBA teams. LeBron, D. Wade, D. Rose, Duncan, and Howard are the first team. Westbrook, Paul, Durant, Love, and Powell are the second team. And Kobe Bryant all the way on the third team with Rondo, Josh Smith, Paul Millsap, and Boogie Cousins. Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant do make an all-defensive team. The Lakers end up being the 3 seed thanks to the division rule, even though they were only 47 and 35. Not a great start for what's supposed to be one of the best duos in league history. Denver Nuggets are 60 and 22. Carmelo Anthony leading the way for them with Chauncey Billups. Where's Carmelo Anthony? And he's injured. Awesome. The Spurs, Mr. Fundamental, very consistent. Always see them at the top. Our Los Angeles Lakers are the 3 seed. Portland at the 4. OKC at the 5, Dallas at the 6, Golden State Warriors with a young Stephen Curry and Monte Ellis at the 7, and the New Orleans Hornets snuck into the playoffs at the 8 seed after that trade. Good for them. Alright, let's get to simulating and see what happens. We're playing the Dallas Mavericks in round 1. We actually have the same record, but we do have home court advantage, so let's see what happens. We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. Looks like we might be looking at a gentleman's sweep. They take game 5. They take game 6. And now we're on a game 7, which we are going to be simulating with Simcast. And let's see how this game goes. Pretty slow to start, but Dallas looks like they're pulling away a little bit of breathing room at least. They're up 9, 10, 11 right now. Man, they are dominating in the first quarter. Up, oh my gosh, up 17. Oh, they're up 20. Wow, the Lakers are going home. They're not putting up any kind of fight in a game 7. They are just getting throttled. This is unbelievable. I mean, what a pathetic performance by the Los Angeles Lakers. Losing a 3-1 lead. Kobe was pathetic. Chris Paul was pathetic. Shannon Brown was your leading scorer. Dirk, I mean, what can you say about Dirk? He's a man on a mission. 36 and 11. He's a beast. The whole team came to play, though. Unbelievable. And that is how the first season of this duo is going to end. Let's simulate through the playoffs and see what happens. The Magic with Dwight Howard. Jameer Nelson wins Finals MVP? Are you kidding me? No way D12 doesn't win it. See, now I gotta see what the series stats were. What was Dwight averaging? He was averaging 18 and 16 in the playoffs. I mean, what is going on here? He only had 10 and 8 in the closeout game. This is unbelievable. What is going on? The Magic won 4-1. Vince Carter. Wow, yeah, Dirk just did not come to play. He must have had the flu. Denver. But this is the Dallas team that we lost to, and they did go to the finals, so we know that they are a good team. But yeah, that's going to do it for the first season. Let's head on to the next season, see what move the Lakers make, and let's simulate. All right, so we are into the next season. The Lakers did jack squat. Man, I mean, I just can't imagine having such an anemic offseason from the Los Angeles Lakers. This is kind of pathetic. Shannon Brown is your third best player. Are you serious? Get Kobe and Chris some help, man. Can't believe I just called CP3 Chris, but yeah, I mean, this is horrible. They have nothing going for them. But that aside, we're going to start simulating, and if anything interesting happens, I will, bring you guys back in. Okay, we're a little over halfway through the season. This Lakers team is buns. Let's be honest, they're completely garbo. We want to see them compete, we want to see them contend, so I'm going to take a little GM magic and get them some extra pieces so that they contend. I'll show you the updated roster in just a second. Big Perk! Shout out Kendrick Perkins, man. He was a legend when he played, setting screens on air. This dude was a beast. But here's what we're looking at. I think I'm going to do this Andrew Bogut and Corey Maggette trade. Two players who are extremely impactful, and we are lacking extreme depth and size. So we're going to pick these guys up, and I'll let you guys know if we make any other trades. We're going to bring in six-man legend, absolute bucket getter, Jamal Crawford right here. And this is what the roster is going to be looking like after those trades. We got CP, Kobe Bryant, Andrew Bogut. We got Corey Maggette, who I am actually going to move to a 3 so that he can actually start. We're going to have Jamal Crawford off the bench, Sasa Vujacic, Derek Fisher, and Darrell Hughes. We're a little top heavy, but it's a lot more talent for them to deal with, and let's see how the second half of the season goes now. D. Rose wins MVP 35-9. Kyrie Irving is the Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Faried, Sixth Man of the Year. Dwight Howard, D-Boy again. Goran Dragic as the Most Improved Player, shooting 50, 45, 62. And Tom Thibodeau, 66 and 16, Coach of the Year. So those trades I made did not do anything. We have only one player on All-NBA teams, and that is Kobe Bryant. Chris Paul did not make an All-NBA team. Young Steph Curry on the second team. And the Lakers did not make the playoffs. They were pretty abysmal. Actually, they were only, let's see here, they weren't even close. They were the 12 seed at 35 and 47. This team was awful. Well, probably because you're starting Thomas Rice at the 4. That was bad roster construction on my part, but man, you see a team with this kind of talent, to get 35 and 47 is just disgusting. We're going to move into the playoffs, see who ends up taking home the Larry O.B., and it's going to be the Bulls who win in a 7-game series with D Rose playing like prime Michael Jordan against the young baby Thunder. We're going to move into this next season, and I'll see you guys there. Man, oh man, do the Lakers front office suck beans, bro. How is Chris Paul regressing at the age of 27? Kobe at 34 is still one of the best players in the league. Andrew Bogut is an 84 overall. Corey Maggette is an 82 overall. Darrell Hughes has actually gone up. He went up about 5 overalls to a 78. Jamal Crawford is still a good 6-man. Jim Udoka is actually rising. It's actually getting better, a little bit better. We're going to see what happens here. And we got Terrence Ross, which is a great pickup. Am I crazy, or does that contract say 2 years, $93 million? Because that can't be right. We just picked him up, so that's a good pickup for us. And we're going to simulate through and see if the Lakers can actually make the playoffs this time. If anything happens, I'll let you guys know. We are going to bring in Jared Dudley and Robin Lopez to increase our front court depth. Now let's get back to simulating and see how that affects the end of the season. D Rose, MVP, 28.5, 9.7, 49, 85, 29. Splits. Andre Drummond, Rookie of the Year, the board snatcher, the big penguin. Baron Davis, 6th Man of the Year with horrible efficiency. Depoy again, D12. James Johnson wins Most Improved Player with some horrible numbers. Shout out. Scott Brooks wins Coach of the Year for the OKC Thunder. D Rose, Westbrook, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Boogie Cousins on first team. We got CP on second team, and no Kobe Bryant on any All-NBA teams. Wow. All right. So this is how we're looking. The Lakers did not make the playoffs because they are buns. They were 42-40, and they lost the tiebreaker to the Spurs, so they didn't make the playoffs. So we're going to simulate through, and I'll see you guys next year. The Magic ended up winning the NBA championship. This is our roster going into this year. We look old. We look tired. We look horrible. We do get a young Oladipo, though, which is interesting. He went pick 3. Not sure how we ended up with him, but he is on the roster, and we can use that as a trade asset right now to get someone good, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We are going to pick up Draymond Green, Donkosaurus Rex. He might flagrant foul. He might get a technical, but he's going to bring some toughness to this team that we need. And we're getting Terrence Ross out of here for a Wilson Chandler. I have done everything I can. If this team is still buns, there's nothing to be done. So let's go ahead and simulate and see what happens. All right, D Rose, MVP again. This dude is just becoming the greatest player of all time. Giannis, Rookie of the Year. A young Giannis averages 12, 6, and 3. Raul Gomez with 6th Man of the Year, 14 and 10. And Dwight Howard is Depoy again with Reggie Jackson as the Most Improved Player. Scott Brooks and the OKC Thunder go 68 and 14. We have Russ, LeBron, Rose, Duncan, and Cousins. Call them Cousins. Kawhi Leonard makes his first All-NBA team that we've seen. Mike Conley makes an All-NBA team. Good for him. An auto-generated dude, it looks like. And then we have no one from our teams on All-NBA and no Steph Curry, which is very interesting. The Lakers did actually make the playoffs this year, which is nice, as the 6th seed. I believe that they were 45 and 37. But let's take a look. They were 45 and 37, not 27. Excuse me. A lot of teams. Actually, this is kind of a wide open West for once. We might actually be able to take it just because OKC was. Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable. 97, 96, 97, 79, whatever. And then they have this auto-generated dude. Wow. Let's simulate through and see what happens. We take game 1. We take game 2. They take game 3. We take game 4. Wow. The Los Angeles Lakers with Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul actually made it to the second round. This is unbelievable, guys. Oh. And there they go. I accidentally, we lost the Thunder, which is to be expected, but I wanted to jump in, but I accidentally simulated through, but we knew it was going to happen, let's be honest. The OKC Thunder wins the championship, but we did at least make the conference finals. So, going into the next year, maybe we have something to look forward to. I'm going to give this simulation one more year. Chris Paul, you are pathetic. You are a bum. You are garbage. 39 minutes and 8 points. Get off my team, buddy. We're going to give it one more year to see if they can do anything. And if not, this challenge, or this simulation, is officially a failure. D Rose with what? His 4th straight MVP? Jokic Rookie of the Year? James Johnson, 6-man. Paul George wins Depoy. That's interesting. Clarence Hodges wins Most Improved Player. And Scott Brooks, again, Coach of the Year. The Lakers are the 5th seed. There was actually a point in time where they were the 2 seed, but then they went on like a 12-game losing streak. I believe we ended the year once again 46-36, a bit of an improvement. We're going to be playing the 46-36 Clippers. This is actually where Chris Paul did end up going in real life. We look like we have the better team, but we've had a pretty good team all video, and they've been buns. So I don't think that means anything really. OKC and the Kings. What the heck? Kemba Walker, Tyreek, Omri Caspi, Dante Green. Who are you? Buddy's really good apparently. Yeah, they have a really good team. Okay, so we're gonna simulate through and see what happens. And we're done. We got kicked out in 5 by the Clippers. It wasn't even close. Kobe is buns. Eric Gordon owns him. Wow, this is pretty unbelievable. OKC, Sacramento in the conference finals, and the Kings end up winning championship, and Tyreek Evans is the best player of all time. Yeah, that's going to do it for this What If. Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul, the best team that never happened. Turns out they were the worst team that never happened, and it's actually a good thing for both their legacies that they didn't come together, because Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul are elite dookie ball buns at basketball, apparently. Wow, I can't believe it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want more videos like this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.